What is going on, guys? JD from New York here. WWE news and rumors for the week ending August 4th, 2013. This is the absolute best place for all your WWE needs, your news and rumors, your opinions, thoughts on the current product. And with Mr. Sean's View Entertainment taking the week off due to a slow news week, obviously JD takes no breaks. And I have all the news and rumors with my opinions behind everything regarding the WWE. So let's get right into it, guys. It's been a very, very slow week, as if you guys have been following me on Twitter, if you follow me on Facebook, you guys know my thoughts on the WWE and how slow the week has been regarding news, because the WWE is actually on tour in South Africa. Now, that's where I'm going to begin my week this week with news and rumors. Now, there was a big incident that took place at a WWE live event in South Africa, Cape Town, South Africa. There was a scary moment with Randy Orton, who was attacked by a fan following his match with Big E Langston. Now, TMZ.com, they're the tabloid website with that reports on Hollywood news and rumors and all that bullshit. Well, TMZ is currently, or was currently, covering the story as it broke. Now, reports say that this fan who attacked Randy Orton is in police custody. This was earlier in the week, all right? WWE released a statement on the matter to the website, as well as Figure4WrestlingOnline.com, which states, tonight Randy Orton was violently attacked from behind by a South African fan who is currently being held in jail pending criminal charges. The extent of Orton's injuries are unknown at this time. A short while later, WWE released the following statement on its company's website. WWE.com has learned that Randy Orton was violently attacked by an audience member during a SmackDown World Tour live event in Cape Town, South Africa. Footage of the attack was captured by a WWE fan and posted on YouTube, and shows the perpetrator striking Orton from behind. Now, if you guys want to see links to that attack, I will post it in the description down below. You guys can check that out. I have not seen it yet, nor do I care to see it, because I really don't know what to think about this story. The matter is being currently investigated by local authorities, and the South African fan is being held in jail pending criminal charges. To the extent of Orton's injuries, they are unknown at this time. Now, those were two separate reports. The fan leveled Orton in the groin with a low blow as he was standing on the turnbuckle, causing him to fall to the canvas. The WWE superstar retaliated against this fan as he was being dragged out by ring security personnel. Randy Orton proceeded by kicking him in the head. Now, that was the first report earlier in the week. There appears now to be conflicting reports on who attacked Randy Orton in Cape Town, South Africa at this live event. As mentioned in the first article that I just read, several fans in attendance sent word that the attacker was a well-known local wrestler that goes by the name of the Blacksmith. However, that doesn't seem to be the case anymore. Now, there was a local news website for South Africa reporting this story, that the attacker was a fan by the name of Shepo Sekhabai. Now, this guy, Sekhabai, who claims that he quit his job in order to attend this event, and he ended up with a black eye and a swollen face as a result of the kick to the face by Randy Orton as he was being pulled from the ring. Sekhabai commented on the attack to a news outlet saying, "I just don't like Randy Orton, and this was an opportunity for me to get up there and make a name for myself." Sekhabai was not formally arrested either. The original story stated that he was in jail pending criminal charges, but instead he was given a 5-year ban from the casino resort where the WWE was holding this live event. Now, I really don't know what to think of this. I really think this is all just bullshit. I mean, this was the absolute biggest story of the week due to them being over there in South Africa. There was conflicting reports, like the report said that, this guy, the Blacksmith, if you guys, use Google as a source and just type in Randy Orton, attack in South Africa, and then type in the Blacksmith. He's this big, muscular guy, bald-headed guy who was, pinned for attacking Randy Orton. Everybody thought it was a staged event. Everybody thought it was part of a storyline, but as I investigated this further, as I went onto the websites and the dirt sheets and found more information on this, this was not staged. This was just a fucking retard wanting to jump the barrier and run into the ring and make a name for himself, and he did nothing but get himself kicked out from the casino. I don't know if he regularly attended this casino resort that the WWE was holding this event at, but this was obviously just someone wanting their 5 minutes of fame, and that was it. Now, everyone is asking, is Randy Orton going to press criminal charges? The WWE issued a statement on that saying that they do not know at this time. If I was Randy Orton, to be quite honest with you, I wouldn't even push this subject anymore. This was just some fucking retard wanting his 5 minutes of fame, and they're not going to be in South Africa anymore. Randy Orton's probably back in the States by the time you're listening to this. So it really doesn't matter what Randy Orton does from this point on. They're leaving South Africa, and just leave it down there. It was a one-time incident, and something that's probably never going to happen again. This guy will be forgotten, and his 5 minutes of fame are probably already up. So, I wouldn't even be worried about him if I was Randy Orton. So that was the biggest story of the week, guys. But I do have the link in the description if you guys do want to see the attack filmed from a WWE fan in attendance. They got the whole thing on their camera phone, so you guys can check that out. WWE has reportedly discussed having D-Generation X being the headliner for the 2014 WWE Hall of Fame. There have also been reports that China could even be included in the induction because WWE wants to have the entire group present. Ever since the deal with Bruno Sammartino was struck for this year's WWE Hall of Fame, backstage officials are saying that anyone could enter at this point in time for the WWE Hall of Fame. Now, I'm hearing rumors that the Ultimate Warrior is even being rumored to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. Can you imagine having DX and then the Ultimate Warrior go in the same year? That would be pretty amazing. But having D-Generation X in the Hall of Fame, I think it's about time. Shawn Michaels is retired. Triple H is semi-retired. He's the COO. He's off doing the business part of the WWE. He's not an active wrestler full-time anymore. He only comes back when, it's necessary for like a Wrestlemania or a SummerSlam, whether the angle or the storyline is big enough. You got Billy Gunn and Road Dogg. They're both retired, even though we've seen cameo appearances by them. X-Pac is semi-retired. You don't see him wrestling anymore. I believe he is wrestling on the independent scene here and there, but he just had groin surgery, so he's semi-retired. China is retired from the wrestling business, so I think it is about time that we see D-Generation X in the Hall of Fame. And it would be pretty sweet to see the entire group on stage as a fivesome, in being inducted into the Hall of Fame. I think that's going to be a very special moment, and it's always great to see Shawn Michaels and Triple H and the New Age Outlaws. The New Age Outlaws, in my opinion, one of the most colorful and one of the most exciting WWE tag teams in the history of the WWE. They were a fantastic team. Some of my favorite teams of all time include Money Incorporated, Demolition. You had the Old School Hart Foundation with Neidhart and Bret Hart, the Rockers, the Quebecers, and then the New Age Outlaws would be right in there with that group. But that should be interesting to see, so we got to find out and wait what's going on with that. I would like to see Ultimate Warrior in the Hall of Fame as well. I think he deserves it. He's not the greatest technician in the world. He's not the greatest wrestler in the world. But like I said last week, when you think of the Ultimate Warrior, you're never going to forget that gimmick. No matter how old you are, whether you're 10 years old just learning about the business, or if you're 50 years old, you're never going to forget that gimmick. The gimmick alone deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. So Jim Hellwig deserves to be in there as well, as long as Vince McMahon allows it. So we have to wait and see. Despite ongoing rumors that he may be retiring with this whole retirement angle he did with John Cena before Money in the Bank, Mark Henry recently just signed a new 3-year contract with the WWE. That's good. I enjoy Mark Henry's character. Do I enjoy him as a face? Fuck no. Mark Henry deserves to be a heel. His best work is as a heel. And I really don't know where they're going with Mark Henry right now. I don't even know why they're feuding him with the Shield. It's just something that just came out of the blue, and I really don't understand it. But Mark Henry is rumored to be teaming up with The Big Show. The Big Show is actually going to be, I'm hearing, returning on the August 5th episode of Monday Night Raw to align himself with Mark Henry and make that SummerSlam match with the Shield official. It'll be Roman Reigns Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Dean Ambrose, The Shield, as a threesome in a handicap match with Mark Henry and The Big Show. That match just doesn't excite me at all. It just doesn't do anything for me. So we'll have to wait and see if that actually comes true. I'm not really excited about The Big Show coming back, but I am excited about Mark Henry remaining with the WWE for 3 years. He's got a lot left in the tank, and he's in great shape. So congrats to Mark Henry on that. Now, if you guys know, I reported this a few weeks back. There was a story about some clown on Reddit.com leaking results for WWE pay-per-views. This guy was like 38 for 38, dating back to Wrestlemania. This guy was just predicting all the outcomes for every pay-per-view. A lot of people thought that he was an insider. He said that he was very good friends with a few higher-ups in the WWE, and the WWE was embarrassed about this situation. So there was a report this week about the company being embarrassed to this day and trying to track down this guy leaking these pay-per-view, results. But several people have reported that this guy was caught. Now, the recent story of WWE pay-per-view results being leaked, like I said, was said to be an embarrassment to the company, not because of the results being leaked, but rather because it was picked up by multiple newspaper outlets worldwide. Many people picked up on this story, like the WWE is a male version of a soap opera. It's all scripted. Everybody knows the WWE scripted. And these news outlets were given information that this random anonymous individual was leaking results of all their shows. Now, WWE was already aware of the results being spoiled, but they didn't really care about them until now. Now the microscope is on them, and now the WWE is embarrassed and is worried and wants to track this guy down. And there's a good chance that they will be forced to change at least one finish at the last minute for SummerSlam. Now, that's not good for us being fans, because we anticipate certain things happening, and then the WWE is going to throw a monkey wrench into those plans. I don't like that. I like the WWE being set in their ways, have a determined winner, and just go down that route originally that they had planned. I don't like them changing shit up at the last minute. And they got to change shit up at the last minute just so that they can throw this guy off. I don't like that at all. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I don't like that at all. There's also a good chance that the person who was leaking the results that resulted in media coverage has been caught by WWE officials, says this report. Apparently, this person has assured officials that he or she would never do it again. So if there are no SummerSlam results leaked next month, this will confirm that this individual was caught. We will have to wait and see on that. So everyone's going to be paying attention to Reddit.com and this anonymous poster as soon as SummerSlam comes around. As soon as SummerSlam hits the airwaves and is on pay-per-view, you guys, everyone's going to be keeping a close eye on that website to see if this guy or this female, whoever it is going to be leaking results. So we have to find out, wait and see on that. As noted earlier this week, WWE has confirmed that the company is not in talks with former diva Stacy Keibler about a return, despite the rumors going around, according to the Sun newspaper in the United Kingdom. Now, I had a couple of subscribers tell me that the Sun is just full of bullshit. It's a tabloid newspaper. Don't ever take them seriously. So you guys were right on that. It is not confirmed, and Stacy Keibler will not be making a return to the WWE at this point in time. Additionally, other sources claim that not only was she in talks to make a comeback, but that she would serve as a manager for Daniel Bryan upon her return. Those close to Keibler claim that she has turned down many offers to the WWE since leaving the company. According to reports, WWE has reached out to Keibler on at least a few occasions over the past 2 years. Most recently, WWE extended an offer to Keibler to return right after she broke up with Hollywood A-lister George Clooney. WWE was running Raw in Keibler's hometown of Baltimore, Maryland around this time and attempted to get the former diva back on the show. Keibler herself already noted in a recent SiriusXM satellite radio appearance that she has no intentions of returning to the WWE anytime in the near future. A lot of you guys even told me that she would not probably fit into the current product that WWE has on TV right now. She was strictly for the Attitude Era. I mean, it would be nice if she made some cameo appearances. Do I want her back full-time? No. I want the up-and-coming divas to make their debut on the WWE roster. I want WWE to go out and treat the divas division seriously. I want them to go out and, snag the few knockouts that were released from TNA. I want you to go out and get Karma and bring her back and pay her whatever she wants. That's what you need to do. Stacy Keibler is not what you need to do. That's just my opinion on that. Let me know how you guys feel about Stacy Keibler being officially ruled out for a WWE return. Now, as you guys will see on SmackDown tonight, I do not want to spoil anything, but I'm going to anyway. Christian defeated Rob Van Dam and Randy Orton in a triple threat match at the SmackDown tapings, which will air on Friday, August 2nd. And he becomes the new #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. So, the updated, confirmed SummerSlam match card is as follows. Daniel Bryan versus John Cena for the WWE Championship. Christian versus Alberto Del Rio for the World Heavyweight Championship, and CM Punk versus Brock Lesnar, the best versus the beast. That is all that's booked for SummerSlam right now. You could probably add Kane versus Bray Wyatt to that. You could certainly add The Shield versus Mark Henry and Big Show to that. I do not know what Rob Van Dam is doing at this time. I know Curtis Axel is not rumored to be on the card. He is not going to be on the SummerSlam card. He may be on the pre-show. I do not know anything further than that. But SummerSlam, guys, I'll talk about that in the coming weeks. The SummerSlam had so much potential to be so great if the WWE, booked it the right way. I just think they're fucking firing on blanks right now for the WWE SummerSlam. They're on fumes. They got nothing going. They got no excitement regarding SummerSlam right now besides Bryan and Cena and CM Punk versus Brock Lesnar. There's nothing there. There's absolutely nothing there, and I will definitely talk about that as we get closer to SummerSlam. There has been a lot of speculation as of late on whether the WWE pay-per-view on October 6th, which is now renamed WWE Battleground, will feature a War Games-like match from old-school WCW. As an indication that the match might not take place, the seating chart for the building which is going to be holding the pay-per-view does not include a setup that would accommodate 2 rings. So unless things change before tickets go on sale this Thursday, which was yesterday, there will be no War Games unless it's a one-sided ring-style version. Do I want to see War Games come back in the WWE? Fuck yeah. I think the WWE, I already mentioned this on a few news and rumors already, I think the WWE could make bank, could be great, could redo their entire WWE pay-per-view schedule by resurrecting a few WCW pay-per-views. Most notably, War Games, Starrcade, Halloween Havoc, and Bash at the Beach. Try to incorporate them into the pay-per-view schedule. I know I would. If I was in charge of WWE, I would totally resurrect those 4 pay-per-view concepts. Those were 4 pay-per-views from WCW that always got my attention. Always. And I really think WWE should go down that route, but I know they won't, so it's just wishful thinking on a WWE fan. So I know that's not going to happen, but hopefully, I'm going to hold out. I'm going to see as we get closer to the October 6th pay-per-view. I would like WWE to have a War Games type match. I think that would be great. They just got to book it right and make things, make sense as far as storylines go to book something like that. So we got to wait and see. Hopefully it happens. The replay of WWE's new reality TV show Total Divas, which I enjoyed, and I'm going to be watching the new episode on Sunday. That immediately followed Monday Night Raw on the USA Network, drew 1.51 million viewers. That 1.5 is actually higher than the 1.34 million viewers that tuned into the debut episode on E! On Sunday night. So that was pretty good. So WWE should be happy about that. Despite the numbers coming in higher on the USA Network on Monday than on E! On Sunday, Total Divas airing in the time slot after Raw on USA was only a one-time deal. The final Monday Night Raw for this week's show, which was a taped show, was a 2.87, round up to a 2.9 cable rating, with an average of 3.76 million viewers. The first hour drew 3.6, second hour drew 3.9, and the third hour drew 3.75. Shitty show, nothing newsworthy at all. I have to check. I know some of you guys corrected me. The WWE may be live this week, but I have to check for sure. If they're live, it should be a newsworthy show. If it's another taped show, I have to find out. Like I said, expect more of the same like this week, and I'm really not going to be interested in watching it at all. So hopefully the WWE is live this week for Monday Night Raw. And finally, guys, news on Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, my favorite wrestler of all time, and I hope you can sense the sarcasm in my voice, It has been widely speculated that The Rock losing to John Cena at WrestleMania 29 may have been his final time competing inside a WWE ring. Now, while Johnson has no problem with it possibly being his last match, he is not ruling out a return to the squared circle. I'd like to leave it open, he says, but if I'd never wrestle again, I'd be very content with that, Johnson told theprovince.com in an online interview. He was filming the season finale of TNT's The Hero, so they interviewed him there. Winning or losing never really mattered to me. The whole idea was to put on a great match. I got injured in the match and was still able to walk out on my own, which I was more than happy about. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Now, was it a great match? Fuck no. Absolutely not. John Cena versus The Rock was absolutely fucking awful at WrestleMania 29. I don't care what you say. I don't care who you listen to. I don't care what match you watched on WrestleMania 29 in April. That match was fucking terrible. The entire thing was rock bottoms and fucking attitude adjustments. Absolutely nothing got me interested in that match. That whole pay-per-view was made by CM Punk and The Undertaker. That is it. That's it. Do I want The Rock to wrestle one more match? Yeah. Yes, I do. Do I want him to fight the Beast, Brock Lesnar, at WrestleMania? Yes, of course I do. Just for the simple fact of Brock Lesnar destroying The Rock and actually just putting him out of the WWE for good. That's what I want to see. The Rock is going to sell pay-per-views. The Rock is going to get people interested in WrestleMania just because of his name alone. But I do want to see The Rock fight at least one more time, and against that rumored match against Brock Lesnar. So we have to fight. We have to find out and see what happens. But you know, the WWE, like I said last week, is in the stages of building towards WrestleMania. They're getting WrestleMania, getting ideas for WrestleMania. So we have to see. I know Vince wants The Rock at WrestleMania. I know Vince wants Steve Austin at WrestleMania. This needs to be the biggest WrestleMania of all time. It's WrestleMania 30. The Rock needs to be there. And you know Vince is going to throw whatever kind of money at The Rock to be there. And you know what? Just like Alex Rodriguez and the New York Yankees, A-Rod is all about the money, and The Rock is all about the money. He don't give a fuck about the WWE. All he wants is that paycheck. No matter how much money Vince throws at him, no matter who it is, you're not going to turn down money from Vince McMahon to fight at WrestleMania. Because it's only going to better The Rock's career. It's going to get The Rock's name out there even more. Even though he's doing movies, people are going to know The Rock. The people are going to want to see what The Rock is up to. People want to go to the movie theaters to see what The Rock is starring in next. It all helps each other out. It helps Vince and it helps The Rock. So The Rock is going to be at WrestleMania. I predict that. I guarantee that. But that's the news and rumors this week, guys. I hope you enjoyed the news this week. There was not much to report. I did my best on what I had this week. Hopefully next week will be a little bit better. And Monday Night Raw hopefully will be live, and I'll have much more news as we head towards SummerSlam. So look forward to that, guys. I'll be back on Tuesday, as usual, with the Monday Night Raw review for Monday's show. So until then, guys, take care, and I will definitely talk to y'all soon.